If I'm going to do these every so often, I really think the show needs a title. Since it's pretty much what Renegade Cut does, I'm leaning towards Renegade Cunt. Tell me what you think. Commenter with the most swear words wins. Now, I first came up with this theory years ago after trying and failing to do a Police Academy movie marathon with a friend who lives in England. They had never seen the films and got the box set and DVD, and we got as far as number 4 before giving up. Years later, I, Omega and Robin managed it, and in the second part of our marathon we briefly talked about my theory. My theory that the Blue Oyster bar is not a gay bar. Yes, I know it's clearly supposed to be a gay bar, but we never see it as such. There are no scenes with consensual couples drinking, enjoying each other's company. The only times we see the bar are connected to punishment. So this leads to my theory that the Blue Oyster bar is not a gay bar, but is the home of some minor spirits of justice that exist in the Police Academy universe. The bar appears in the universe of the films with the express purpose of punishing people who do not live up to their jobs. So, what's the evidence that it doesn't exist? The bar appears in 4 films and its exterior doesn't even look similar. The films were made in successive years, so they could have made them look similar, but they didn't, for whatever reason. Its location changes too, from Howell Street to both 655 and 621 Cowan Avenue.
Blue Oyster Bar, it's on Howell.
The Blue Oyster Bar is
621 Cowan Avenue.
It appears in a place and rewrites people's memories, maps and all, so it appears to have always been there. Now, onto its purpose. The people who get punished by the bar are always characters the films consider bad. Rarely the full-on villains of the films, but usually police officers who don't live up to their position. Officers like Blanks, Copeland, Proctor and Harris. All antagonistic, but not full-on villains. Their punishment is to dance to El Bimbo until the bar deems to let them go. However long that may take. We only ever see the bar in its role giving out punishment to usually police officers. I don't think the bar is limited to police officers, but since the movies aren't called Naval Academy or Psychologist Academy, we can't be sure. I think it's there for people in a stereotypically masculine job and to punish people who don't live up to it. Look at the clothing of the souls inside the Blue Oyster. Yes, it's leather gear, but police uniforms are one of the many things that leatherware echoes. I think if these souls were once mortal, then some of them might have been cops. The one film that doesn't line up perfectly is Police Academy 2. The Blue Oyster's main appearance in that features Sweet Chuck being chased by some violent assholes. The patrons dance with Sweet Chuck and fight the assholes. My explanation for this is that Sweet Chuck is an innocent, but as a non-cop or any other authority figure from a Tom of Finland, he is not meant to tread on the oyster. Its purpose, after all, is to punish those who do not live up to their job. So they dance with Sweet Chuck. It is his punishment for entering the oyster unbidden, but he is unharmed, while the assholes who followed him and sought to cause hurt are fought. They trespassed and were guilty of malice, so they don't even get the leniency of the dance. Anyway, the police are called and Mahoney tries to get inside to stop the fight.
I'm going in.
But the bar rejects him. Why? Now, Mahoney breaks the law frequently. If he wasn't the main character in the first 4 films, he would probably be the villain in another 80s comedy. He's an arrogant, homophobic, sexist smartass. But he's not as bad as Blanks and Copeland, Captain Harris or even Proctor. The bar rejects him. He does not yet deserve the karma of El Bimbo, but his time will come. And it will be off screen because it never happened in the movies. But the bar lets Hightower in to remove the interloping assholes. Why? Because Hightower is easily the most moral and just of the characters in the series. He's gentle, courteous, kind, quiet, and only moved to anger by injustice. He is Jesus entering hell to save sinners. Look at how the patrons look at him. Get past the way they all want to fuck him, and that is awe. They are spirits of justice, but they pale in comparison to Hightower. There are many reasons to hate Police Academy 7. A lot of them. But one of the reasons I hate it is that there wasn't a random Blue Oyster bar in Moscow. That would have confirmed this theory beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh well, the theory's still pretty good without it. Maybe the Blue Oyster is just a recurring, dumb, homophobic quasi-rape joke, and I'm not saying that the makers intended any of this, and I could certainly be accused of reaching, but it does make sense. Doesn't it?
So if you die in the light of gayness, you get to spend eternity in the Blue
Does that
Oyster.
mean that that biker film that you did
Yes!
The Pink Angels? Yeah, the
It's
Pink,
all, you guys, it's all
the
connected.
Pink Angels may well turn up in the Blue Oyster. I would not be surprised if there's like crossover potential there. Someone read a fan fiction